to do. With Mariam, it's going to be a little bit different because she has direct experience in neuroscience and AI. So her research-based task might be a bit different. But Sarah, Azam's going to give you a task as well. I have informed him, I forwarded him your message and told him how you want
Yes.
to reintegrate with obviously AI and neuroscience. So he's going to get in touch with you one-on-one, and then you can work out what sort of a research-based thing you will do. So that is something that you can do. And I see Asma is there as well. Assalamu alaikum, Asma.
Uh, that will be really great. Hope
Perfect.
like we could do better things together, inshallah.
Yes, inshallah, 100%. And Azam will take you along step by step. He will help you reintegrate with the field, and inshallah, it will be okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Like
Asma,
when we will be starting, or should I email him privately? Then we can manage the time, or how we will do it.
Azam, how do you want to get in touch with Sarah? Should Sarah email you?
Yeah, I am scheduling some make some schedule both of Sara and Mariam
Okay.
regarding to email and WhatsApp, and also made some assignments for both of us.
Okay, that's great. That's great. You have their
Okay.
contact information, so that's good.
Thank you.
Okay, so right
Uh,
before you're welcome.
sure, I understand.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, to be sure I understand, I need to email Mr. I don't know, I pronounce it Azam
Azam.
or Azam?
Azam.
Azam, right?
Azam, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
He,
I need to email Mr. Azam to get my assignments, right?
no, I think
Right.
he has your email, and he's just posted his email address in the group as well. So he will reach out to you. Yes, Azam?
Okay,
I
inshallah.
am sharing my email also in the chat box.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Now, before you start the session, I see Asma's on the call as well. Asma, thank you for joining us, and thank you very much for sending over that video that you sent, because I've posted it on social media, and it has gotten us a lot of views. I think it's over. We've got a lot of visitors to the page, over 100,000 visitors in the past 4 days. So I think that's a very successful advertising thing that we're doing. And as you guys know, we're running a small competition as well. So whoever the students that are participating and helping us out the most, the winner will get a free post for Arab Icons, which is a digital magazine out there in Saudi Arabia. I think you've seen it in the group. So I think that's going to be something very exciting. And I will hand it over to Azam. Azam, you can start.
Okay, thanks. Now I am starting the um, second session of genetic and agentic AI. The purpose of this session is to build a chat and something like agentic AI chatbot. And in previous lecture, we also built a chatbot in Streamlit, in Chainlit GUI, and some information regarding the definition and introduction about what is generative AI and how the generative AI work, and similarly the agentic AI and how the agents flow and mix up agents in by using the OpenAI SDK, which is top library for building AI agents. Now, this is second section of regarding the AI chatbot agents. Now we start about the agentic AI. In last lecture, we also already briefed that what is the purpose of agentic AI and why we are using the agentic AI. As you know that agentic AI refer to the AI system designed to act autonomously, means the dependence level regarding the previous chatbot. The agentic AI agents have too much autonomy for decision making and taking other actions uh, with minimal interpretation and minimal human supervision to achieve the specific goal. Similarly, it's emerging technology And the base core engine, which is utilized by agentic AI, is large language models and other things like tools, API, because it's a complete package and framework which interact different things like our local models and the models which are already uh, in the market, commercialization models like OpenAI, Gemini models, Book, and other DeepSeek models. Now we move forward that what is AI agent? Basically, AI agents are the software programs that use the artificial intelligence to perform tasks and achieve specific goals autonomously without direct human oversight. And basically, the agentic AI provide the environment, provide the architectures to AI agents. Basically, the agentic AI is a framework, is an architecture which support the AI agents to work with full autonomy, and the AI agents have different of level and different patterns which the AI agents are made. Today, we also discuss about the different patterns of agentic AI patterns to build AI agents. Basically, when we design agent, first we select a pattern. Without selecting a pattern, the performance of the agent and the working of the agent is not up to the mark. That's why first we select the patterns, which pattern is basically better for the achievement of the goals. Now we move forward that why we use.
Sorry, Azam, I'm just going to add something over here. If you can just go back to the previous slide.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, I'm just going to add something over here. Basically, what an AI agent is doing, especially in our case, and generically I'm speaking as well, is what it does is there are many LLMs out there, and there's models like ChatGPT, there's DeepSeek, there's other ones, there's Grok, and on a day-to-day basis, if you use any of those, then you know that you have to go in them, you have to type out what you need, and then it's interactive these days now, so it asks you, okay, how can I make this better? For example, if it's a document or a brochure, something that you need to design, or it's a plan that you want to make, so you input it, and then after the input, it's going to ask you, okay, what audience is it for, and so on and so forth. It's going to ask you questions, and then you dive deeper into it, and then it refines the response. So essentially what an AI agent is doing is it's essentially going to allow for more minimal human intervention. It's going to do most of that work. Obviously, you're going to train the AI agent accordingly. It's going to act autonomously then. So it's going to pick out the best stuff that is required by the user from the different LLMs. So that's essentially what it's doing. It's super powerful because it's going to take the best out of the best space or the best LLM that has the right information that you require. And obviously, it's ever evolving. It reasons. It learns itself. It adapts. There's adaptation, and the multi-model capability is, I feel, it's a star feature because in real time it allows you to pull information from so many different sources, and obviously it can then handle more complex tasks as well. And I think it's the key to connecting to LLM. So it's very good. Azam, back to you.
No, in this slide, we discussed that why we use AI agent independently, and why we are using the AI agent with the agentic AI framework. Because when we use the AI agent alone, is not basically fully aligned with their objective goals due to some reason, because we have not a proper structure and proper architecture, because all the applications needed a framework. Basically, the agentic AI is a framework, and it sublet five other frameworks and other patterns which the users are used according to their requirements. And secondly, when we use the AI agents independently without the framework, it's stuck in infinite loop. Infinite loop means human in person loop. Agent is confused that uh, which the better way to provide the result in some questions, because the patterns and some other things, calls are not properly aligned. And third is struggle to prioritize and adapt, also struggling which the priority levels of the request, because we use over logics, and these logics are sometimes up to the mark and sometimes these are not up to the mark, because these frameworks which are utilizing by us, these frameworks are designed by different researchers, scientists, and different experiments are already done in such frameworks, and also available. The demo examples are also available in the internet, and in the also in these SDKs. But in case of agentic design AI, we align all the things in proper way, because in last lecture we also described the OpenAI agent SDK. Basically, the SDK belongs three things. First thing belong to how we define the agents, and second thing the handoff. Handoff mean how one agent transfer their call to other agents, and how all the agents are interact with each other. And third is the guardrail. Guardrail means the filtering of the input and output. When the user gives the input, our agent also aligns some such input according to the way, in best way, with the help of LLM and other things. And similarly, when we provide the output to the user, same hierarchy is also applicable in this side. And the last thing is that in the agentic design AI agent, the scalability and consistency, because the scalability is another big issue, because when we run the application in the large framework, we use, we also discuss about the scalability and consistency level of our application. Now we move forward. Now this is a AI agent architecture with agentic AI. You see that in the left hand side, AI agent architecture, and in the right hand side, we have AI agent architecture with agentic design pattern. When we build the agent, it is simple that we pass a query through prompt, and our AI agent receive the query with the help of LLM, and pass the query to LLM and perform some actions on that, and provide the final result to LLM, and go to the user, yeah, some other application. But in case of AI agent architecture, similarly, the query task pass to some LLM. LLM decide that such query is resolved at that end. Yeah, such query is passed to some other agent. Yeah, pass some API and pass some tools. And after deciding that some action, the tool also call some other LLMs, and we use different hierarchy of multi-agents for parsing such over request. And after that, the request is also memorized in the memory of the agent. And in case of permanent saver, we use vector DBs like Pinecone and like DomaDB. These DBs are also available in the vector form. These DBs are different to the normal DBs, because the normal DBs are same the data in the format of textual data, in the format of digital format, in the format of image. But these DBs are designed at rapid, fast scenario, and all the data are stored in the form of embeddings. Embeddings are just like a numerical codes and numerical figures which are stored in the DP in the fast hierarchy. Now, why we are use agentic agents, and now the agentic design patterns which are available for us. There are basically four design pattern. One pattern is extra, which is back pattern, but these patterns, four patterns, are basically used for the designing of AI agents with agentic AI architecture. In agentic design, patterns are architectural behavior template. These are just like a framework and templates. Some rules and regulations are defined in such patterns, where agent autonomously and semi-autonomously collaborate with tools, environment, and some other uh, things like the communication between agent to agent, and the communication between agent to APIs, and something like that. Simple example is that when we built agent of a travel agent, you know that in case of travel agent, the booking seats and the other things are rapidly changed. And these data are not fixed in the form of database, because these things are randomly changed and randomly updates are available on the site. In such case, we use APIs of some good website which are providing us the scheduling of the flights regarding to different airlines, and also provide the synchronization of our ticketing system. In such case, we are using such patterns like tool use pattern in such case, because different tools are used in such case. And similarly, when we design a agent such like that, we design an agent of research pattern. In some case, we use multiple agents, because in research we use some agents which are searching research paper, and some agent doing that the writing of the research paper, and some are in the making of the flow charts, and the all the hierarchy of the multi-agent perform a research task for us. Similarly, the planning agent and so far. Now we move forward one by one for all the patterns. First of all, we discuss the reflective pattern. The reflective pattern is mostly used in the case with the information required on the level of the information required in accuracy and in the perfect way. We use a term RAG. RAG term is basically retrieval augmentation generation. This is the terminology. In such case, the information from different sources we collect first of all, and then we build some scenario. We provide the agent provide us the synopsis, a summary of such all the information in with the help of RAG. In reflective patterns, we are using the RAG technology. In reflective pattern, we enable to build the AI agent to evaluate and refine their outputs by self-assessing their performance, leading to higher quality and reliability. And why we use when the tasks require high accuracy. In some cases, in our case, we also required a high accuracy when we provide a decision and we provide a report to some doctor or some other person. The reliability level is too much high, because you know that the different information gathered by LLM is not correct, because sometimes the information is outdated, and sometimes the information the authentication of the information is not up to the mark. Now in such cases we apply such pattern, reflective pattern. And in the working is that the main LLM generate the candidate output, which means that different LLM, we interact different LLM. Let's suppose that if we upload an image and we provide some information regarding the anatomy of such image. Now we call different LLMs. First we interact like OpenAI, second LLM goes to Gemini, and third LLM goes to Grow. And after gathering all the information, we go to the all the information in the form of embedding and apply the RAG technique, and the main LLM generate the final output to the candidate. This is up to the mark and very useful research pattern for getting a authentic information for the user. In such pattern, why not to use? When we do not use effective pattern, avoid this pattern for simple tasks, because if you are getting the information like you provide the information to the LLM to make some scheduling of some exercise data, some diet plan, you do not need that to use reflective patterns, because reflective patterns take too much tokens and take too much time. Sometimes you do not need to put more tokens for the for getting data for LLM, because when we use the LLM in the production level, you use different costs of different LLM, you make a high cost for all your spending your tokens. Now we move forward. The second pattern is tool use pattern. This is basically mostly such pattern is mostly used in our applications such like the travel assistant and the other application which we utilize different APIs and tool. In our case, we are building a narrow agent. In our case, we are also utilizing such patterns. Sometimes we use combination of two patterns. We use some agents on reflective pattern train, and sometimes some other agents we are calling the on tool use pattern. It depends upon the scenario. Uh, in such pattern, we enable the AI agents in the to interact with external tools like API and DBs and resources enhances their capability. And the reason why we use when we use such agent, when the tasks are up to date information, we require the up to date information like when we required ticketing of booking the tickets, and we require some like currency data, the updation of the cryptocurrency and the updation of some stock prices. These scenario are all applied for because we are needed the data which is up to date, and we access the real time APIs. And the working is that the agent identify which external tool are required. This is the basic thing, because all the things are managed in through prompting. We design a better prompt, and the prompt passed to our agent, and our agent intelligently decide that which tool is better for perform better action. This is basically the automations difference regarding the normal automations and the as agentic AI framework. And when not to use such pattern, avoid when we do not need the external call, because our purpose is just like the internal information of the LLM. Then we do not use such pattern. Um, and as we say that the travel agents assistants can perform the such patterns also when we use some like that cryptocurrency agent and stock agents. This pattern is already useful for the user. If someone have a question at such point, please share that. um,
Azam, before you move on, I actually have a question about RAG. So, RAG is going to be a part of the agentic model, or is it going to be a connection between the agentic model and the LLMs? How does it practically work?
WAG is a technique which are used from agentic and non-agentic models. These techniques are already also used from simple LLM AI agents, and such technique is also used from agentic models. Basically, the agentic framework combines different agents. When we build a AI agent simply through LLM by Streamlit and some other GUI, we are using we also use the RAG technique in that, because RAG is a technique which is utilization of the concrete information from LLM.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, we move forward that. Our next pattern is planning pattern. In planning pattern, we create a roadmap for subdividing tasks. In basically, such pattern is used from our software development lifecycle. When we build a coding agent, and when we build a agent which build a SDCL lifecycle from us, such agent are also available. When you see that you give the prompt, some website and website generate a complete website for us. Such agents are making on such planning patterns, because when we give the prompt to the agent, first agent decide which pattern, which terminology, and which pattern, because larger LLMs like DeepSeek, like Gemini, and like these are also pass on that, because the LLM judge all the things from your prompt. If you say that to build a code, the your call is passing through such agent which is perform on planning of the coding, and we use such pattern. And such patterns are also basically used in sequential subtasking, where the tasks are subtasked to some, just like that. The example, when we built a software development life cycle, we built a subtask like design, development, testing, deploying, and monitoring for the successful deployment and problem solving. Basically, these patterns are basically used from the tasks which are sequential level. One task connect to some other task, just like coding and other thing. And basically, this is a pattern, React pattern. This is a new pattern. Basically, this is the pattern which are using by most of the over LLMs, and these patterns connecting for reasoning and acting. And reasoning and acting basically perform the thinking. When we give some data to our LLM, in the case of chat, when we chat the LLM basically use the React pattern, reason and action pattern. We give some prompt to the LLM judge that, and after analyze that, we also provide some reasoning uh, with the results. Similar that if we build a medical diagnostic chatbot, we use such pattern also, that because such pattern use that the call is giving to the our local LLM, and your call giving to the local inference of our model, and the call giving to the some other LLM which are basically trained on the medical data. And last is that the multi-agent. Basically, the multi-agent is a framework that we define different agents, such like that. We give example from the research level. We take example of financial institution, because in case of a financial institution, our institution implement the multi-agent pattern, because uh, they perform the different tasks like the sale, the purchase, seller and buyer activities, market trends, and other behaviors, and all the things are provided by the combination of the multi-agents. And this technique is basically mostly used from the um, designing of the agentic AI architecture. Now, this is basically the OpenAI agent SDK library. Different libraries are also available, but the um, hierarchy of such SDK is too much better regarding the other, because the other AI agent SDK, QAI, is also popular. LangGraph is the first pioneer library for the agentic AI SDKs. But these libraries are complex and complicated, because OpenAI provides such library after the analysis of all the APIs. Some other standard like API is available, like Autogen. Autogen is a other library SDK which is provided by Microsoft. I am also using such SDK, but I feel that more help and more convenience is available from OpenAI agent SDK library. As you see that OpenAI SDK library enable you to build agentic AI apps. The purpose of our is that to build more apps in the agentic framework, and in the future when we conduct some program, some high-level program, we also design and also read some library in the deep level. But in such session, we also give you some introduction and some basic like boiler points like code for starting such libraries, because these libraries are not too much difficult. If you put your effort on that, you will be master of such libraries. And the agents are three primitives are available for agent SDK. First, we build the agents. In agenting framework, we build every agent from every LLM versions. Like that, one agent is we are building on OpenAI model, and we use the model like 4.0, 4.0 model, and some other agent is trained on the model of 4.5. And similarly, the other model is also use some other party LLM like Gemini, and we use the Gemini Flash. It depends on your hierarchy and your understanding. Because in the professional way, we are giving the money from getting information from real time um, LLMs. We do not parse more LLMs, because when we get more information for more LLMs, we put more tokens and put more money on that. Uh, in such cases, we advise that we get some raw information from some LLMs which are providing the information at free of cost, yeah, at low point, and get the high level of information, a high level of things. When we parse all the concrete data and final output with the help of RAG, then we parse some other getting authentication to over LLM, which is costly and which is more reliable. Now the second thing is the primitive is that handoff. Handoff means to delegate over trigger to some other agents. In some that if we perform different mathematical operations, one agent is built on the similar arithmetic operations, and one agent is built from like algebraic operations, and one agent is built from like geometry, trigonometry operation. When the user give you call, then you decide that if the user asks that give me the sign of some value, then you judge that this call is belongs to your trigonometry or geometry agents to pass your event to such agent. And the last thing is guardrail. Guardrail basically a precautionary measure, the input of the output validations, because validation is very important, because the user give any output, sometimes the output is not up to the mark and the output is not validate form. In such case, you pass the trigger to the user, then your output, your input is not concrete, young information is not correct. Please provide some hints like that, give the information, and this all the things are managed in the prompts. Now you see that basically the architecture is that all the information run by runner. Runner is basically the organization. Other organization is basically the agent which is supervisor, which run the all the agents. And then the call goes to the agent. Agent moves the call to tools, and agent also move the call to models. It depends on your prompt setting. And when the agent giving the call, we also filtering the input, and similarly when we provide the output, we also filter that. And in case if the agents pass the triggers in the form of handoffs, we also perform the agent looping to, and such processes are performed in the case of loop in the multiple calls until the final output reflect to the agent we are deciding to provide the final output. This is basically structure of the agent SDK. But when we try some examples, and I'll also share you some easy examples to try that, to apply some experiments and apply some prompts according to your desired goals and results, and this is a way to make a better agents. And lastly, in previous lecture, we also provide you a library which is chain-led. Basically, the chain-led library is providing the CUI, built-in CUI, in case of agent communications, in the case of chatbot format. Streamlit is also a library, but Streamlit is not restricted to provide you conversational AI. Such library also using for your computer vision cases, your prediction of your computer vision models, stuff like that. In case of Mariam is also using the GUI of Flask. But the it's just that the Flask is not up to the mark, because when we use the Plotif, Matplotif, and other graphs and other things like that, the Flask is not supported you, because Flask is providing you simple template and you providing you the API calling and such like that. If you use this Streamlit with fast API combinations, it's more useful in the local and production level, because you build uh, in an easy way in the production and in the local development GUI for the for the prediction of your model. Now, if somebody have a question, raise your question. Regarding that, now we move forward to the practical demonstration of such things.
I think Azam, we are good. I'm looking forward to seeing the practical demonstration.
Okay, fine. Now, first of all, we built a simple simple Streamlit GUI, such like that hello world Streamlit GUI. In such case, we just import the library of Streamlit. In last lecture, we also provide you the how we built a UV package and how we make a create a vend environment. It depends on you. You use UV package and you use normal Python environment for building of your schema. We use UV package because UV package is too much fast and up to the mark. Synchronization of critical packages is also sync all the packages. First of all, we install a package of Streamlit. You install such package like pip install Streamlit. In case of UV, you install UV add. Add is for the installation of package in the UV, because we install the package in the case of UV. You see that all the packages are available in dependencies. We use Streamlit, we use Python, .NET environment, we use LangChain, OpenAI, Group model, and we use Gemini model. All the packages are installed in package.project with the help of UV. Now the second is that we just give example. We import a pandas. Pandas basically the reading and writing of the textual file, PDF, CVS, and now we run such that we use UV run command and Streamlit run. Our file name is hello dash streamlit.py. Now we call such package that you see that simple application giving the prompt, we giving that simply my first application hello world, and this, you see that, and such application are also title of the application, and we call some graph in the format of getting data. Data is available in the data format. This is just like CVC, and CVC three four figures regarding the male and female, and some you also call according to your requirement. And after that, we use the data frame call the CVC file and make a line graph, line chart graph for according to your data frame. And this is demonstration of simple demonstration of uh, your Streamlit application. Streamlit application is run by default 8501 port. You can change such port according to your requirement. Now we move forward. We cancel. Wait a minute. Let me stop that. Cancel. Now the second application is that we made a simple application in the form of your chatbot, your CUI format by Streamlit. Now we run that. The application is named as that app.py. Basically, this is a simple application. You see that we give a simple title from ST library, and we use a generative AI key. Generative AI key from Google Gemini, and we provide the key in the in such format, and after that we apply it, made a method. The method configure your key, and also these key lines are already available from Gemini. You just paste the first line. After interacting the model, we get a response. Response get from generate content, your input which you are providing, your chatbot prompt. And after the prompt, the response is generated and response is loaded in your screen. Now I am running such that, wait a minute. These are the simple examples. You are using such examples. In such example, we give a key in that format. I give it three example, three different ways. Now, first of all, we give a key of Gemini key, and after giving the Gemini key, we are providing the Gemini key to that. But this is not a proper way. You give like key such like that. After giving the prompt to the LLM, we are calling the LLM what are the three key pieces of advice of learning how to code. Basically, which piece of advice is for coding point of view. Now the LLM call goes to the LLM model, and this is basically the calls are getting to the model, and after interacting that, you see that sometimes this gave time, and our model interact to the Google Gemini key. Response is going to that. Sometimes it's take a time, but it's not take such time in that way. You see that response is giving that. Here is the piece of advices, and the prompt is generated, marked down to format to some reasonable formatting format, and you see that this is the basic information. Now we move forward that similar task we are doing that and giving the change the key, we are giving the group key from that. Similar task is doing from some other key. And we are giving the group key, and now similar task is done. You see that it interact to the invalid key, because these are trained for Gemini key. The other program we are making from such key, I am using some other program. It's multi-LM. This is not multi-LM. We stop that. Now we stopping the application. Wait. First of all, we change the command prompt and activate our environment. Oops. Now activate our programmer. Now second example is that we are using some key from LLM from multi LLMs. You see that I am using three LLMs: Gemini, Grook, and OpenAI. Now similar example are designed on multi LLM. Now we use UV1, Streamlit, one app dash multi LLM.py. This is similar example, but the difference is that first we give you some more liberty. You use more LLMs for getting the information. First of all, we use Gemini, Grook, and OpenAI. I'm selecting the Grook, and I am using the Grook key. Group key is available that I am giving the group key, and similarly same response was generated from such query. You see that the same query parts from some LLM. The basically the model is used for deep seek model, and the information generating from deep seek model is something different from the Gemini key. Similarly, we have OpenAI. At some time, we have not a key of OpenAI because OpenAI key is expired within a month, and I am not using such model due to such reasons. I prefer you to use Gemini and Google for free purposes because these are mostly giving the accurate information, and in a group case you have a liberty to use different LLMs because in such case I am using uh, in Gemini I am using Gemini Flash model, and in a group we use DeepSeek R1 digital model. This is a recent model, Chinese model, and all models, other models are also available in group. You are free of course use such models. Basically, this is the design schema. When we make a agent, we make different agents from different models. Now we move forward to some other good example, and this is basically example which are designed from you for your attraction point of view. We build a narrow agent, and basically we are building a narrow agent by using Gemini, and in such narrow agent we also make a GUI from Streamlit. Basically, this agent provides you the liberty. I first of all, because I am not using group in such case. Now, first of all, I run the model. Streamlit simply run, and the model name is file name is app. You see that uh, this is basically medical imaging tool, and the all the information get uh, from LLM, Gemini LLM, and we give a some example, some image from such prompt. I give the prompt a moderate level admin prompt from some image from that, and after that we give the command to analyze. You see that our model, if I set a prompt in such a way that analyze the image disease and give some suggestion to the physicians and some neurologists according to the image requirement. We give three different images. First image is regarding from the brain Alzheimer, and ensure that a analysis report give the. You see that first of all, image type and region. We designed the prompt in such a way. First, that image is modality MRI. Uh, Analysis report provides you such image get from MRI. It's not a CT scan. Second thing is that after analyze that, it gives you that this is the anatomical region of axial view, because you see that you have three views: sagittal view, corner view, and axial view. Axial view is z-axis view. It gives you the dimension of such view. And also the positioning of the corneal section. It gives you the positioning of the image. And after that, the image quality is where it gives you the image quality is where it's visible and resolution is limited because it's not too much high resolution. After the key finding, brain structure, the cerebral, ventricle, and some corners are identifiable. These things are the medical anatomy things. I also design such thing according to our preference because we also provide such key findings, and these things are also given from the LLMs. And after that, the lateral verticals, midline structure, and diagnostics. Diagnosing the possible hypoxia, cellular trophy, low confidence to image quality, and give some 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 decisions regarding to the LLM point of view, but these decisions are not concrete and high level. It is a basic abstraction which are giving from a doctor. From in the first abstraction, the person has such like type of disease, and after that, the patient-friendly explanation, the research level, key finding, diagnosis assessment. Similarly, we give a example of some other image. We are giving the example of some lungs image. Wait a minute.
Azam, I have a small question for you while you look for the file.
Yeah,
So my question is, I know you're building a model as well, which is the one that we discussed with Dr. Ishwaq, the data pre-processing neuroimaging model. So
yeah,
we upload the image to that, and it's going to cleanse the data. It's going to do segmentation and other pre-processing steps like registration and skull stripping and everything.
yeah.
So my question is, on a practical basis, when we get our model going and it's completed. So as I understand, the process is going to be that the MRI first gets uploaded to that model, or it gets uploaded, and first it runs it through that, does all of that steps, and then it gives the image to this model. So
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
that
yeah. Obviously. Because in such cases, we extract from image, because when we practically implement such order, we have only the MRI in the format of Nifty, in the form of DICOM. These images are already extracted, and these basically these model and these like of training from your research purpose and your just like that your school level and such project like that. But
yes.
in the practical way, you extract your slices and images from the model from giving your instructions, not such like that.
Okay, that's that. I got it. Adam, before you move on, I have one more question, and this is for the benefit of the students. I already know most of the answer to this question I'm going to ask, but I think for the students, this is something that they probably have in their minds, and we should tell them. So, how is your model that you're building, that we are building as a team? How is that model going to be different from a simple process like if someone at home can go on just simply chat GPT or Grok or deep learning and upload an MRI over there? How is our tool different from that basic stuff?
Because you see that we are giving the information from the such model taking the information in the form of JPEG, PNG, or BMP. They are not supporting from Nifty and DICOM. First difference is that. And the second difference is that when we extract the information, these models are not interact from in the form of giving the model for segmentation and in the form of explanation AI, the interpretation of the MRI. They are just giving the information for raw information regarding the structure. Yeah, just like that, you see that when we upload some invoice in yeah other information, and um, uh, we go the information from getting from OCR model. The OCR model just reads such information and give you in such particular. Similarly, these medical images model are treated by LLM. But in our case, our model give the information and generate some report, and such report, if we need that, we compare such reports, some the thoughts from LLM. But the basic call is goes to our model, because we believe that we train our model according to the regarding symptom in more concretely. This is basic difference, like which is not available in the LLMs.
Okay, great. That's great. And that's how essentially, guys, our tool will be much more
Uh,
competent and powerful.
in initial phases, we are targeting Alzheimer, but when we move forward, that our tool also judge that from MRI which model is called, because in case of Mariam is already doing on tumor model. The MRI is saying that you go, but the images and the format of the images and targeting that which disease to target, that this is the ability of your model and ability of your computer vision. Your model, you decide that we are using the LLM in a practical way, that our agent decide that which inference is more suitable, uh, and which suitable model over model is regarding such diagnosis of such disease. Basically, this is our future plan, because recently I am targeting on Alzheimer. In the future, we are also targeting Parkinson, and also targeting the brain tumor. And after the brain, we also move forward to some other sectors, like your lungs and other things like that. Uh, and such things are already built in one stream.
Okay, inshallah. Thanks for the.
Okay, now we analyze such image. We analyze that. You see that the call is go to LLM, and LLMs provide you this type of image, and how we get the finding and diagnose that. And you see that there is something error, bit that sometimes the call is not. You see that generally flash attempt is failed. Now the attempt is successfully made. Now the other is failed. I think that something. Now we can receive a PNG file. Now we give the other image. We have a brain scan image, and we are giving such call to LLM. Now you see that after the call, first of all, she gives that this is not MRI image. This is the CT scan. This is basically LLM analyze that from pixeling that such image is not detected from MRI. This image from CT scan, and this image is also an Excel view. And after finding that, you give that the other finding, the brain, parenchyma, ventricles, and other thing. You see that he also that the skull appears intact. Skull is not appear in such image, because he also judged that. And other findings that basically this is a simple example how we diagnose such thing, and images and other thing in the first section. And we move from to the code, how the code is run. That first of all, we uh, utilize the agno library. Agno is basically a Google library, uh, which provides you the such information. If you see that agno, you see that agno, basically the website is agno is that. Agno is basically AI agent for engineers. Basically, these libraries provide you the different perspectives of analysis the data. You can analyze the data from marketing agents, legal agents, data agents, medical agents. All the agents are built by such company named Agno. And these prediction and these models are trained like that general training of such. I am using that, and also advise that from the students who are watching say, the video. They are built by using such library like legal system marketing according to your requirement for experiment point of view. We got an agent. We also get the model, which model Agno is also supported. All the models we use Gemini model, and this is basically the DuckDuckGo. This is basically searching facility. This searching facility basically search provide deep search, and such searching is also embedded on the RAG technique. And we use built-in RAG technique searching format from DuckDuckGo. And after that, the Agno provide us also the imaging library, Agno image. We use such library, and we do the API key. And also after that, we make agent. You see that we make a agent, but we are making a channel agent. We are not using OpenAI key because OpenAI SDK is something like complex for ears of the student, for the understanding of the student. I am not making the complexion in the code. We are just calling a simple medical agent. Agent takes model, model name, and agent take tool. As we previously briefed that in some time we use a agent as a tool. Such framework is using that. We provide the agent the tool. We provide multiple tools for agent and decide that which tool is using by agent according to the scenario. And after that, this is basically the thing which are designing by the students according to your mind, according you by getting help from LLMs, because many LLMs provide you good prompting techniques. And basically we also use some LLM to making some such prompt. And you see that in first image type reading, and after that we key point. And this is basically a scenario of markdown scenario. This is a scenario which are understanding by the LLM reads the thing in the form of markdown. This is basically markdown. 3 dash means the heading, simple dash mean bullet points. These are basically generation of your prompt. And after that we are making a method of analyze medical image. We give a path from the image. Basically pill image is a pillow library which is converting the image from path, and after resizing that we resizing our image according to our requirement and save the image in temporary path. And after that we apply a agno image library. And after that, this is basically GUI. First of all, we give the title of our tool, the medical image tool, the sidebar which is left side, which we upload the image. And you see that we apply the file uploader. This is built-in feature of Streamlit, and you use that. And after upload that, first of all, we upload the image, and after upload that we run we analyze, use the analyze method. Analyze method gives the information from LLM, and after getting the report are available in the form of markdown. You also use a PDF library. The report is generated in the form of PDF. And in the Saudi doctors, we also working that the report is generated in the form of Arabic and English, both of us. For the student point of view, I am sharing some assignments from students, because Sir Ahmad already make a competition for the student, and the student working hard and working more things. Uh, for contribution is also publishing Arab icon. If somebody have a question, please feel free to ask question.
Azam, I have one or two
I don't
questions.
have a question.
Sorry,
Sorry.
Mariam. Mariam, go ahead. Go ahead. Ask first.
Yeah, I don't have a question, but I have just a question. If you open to that, your model is so good, it's so clear. But if you added some photo for AI explain like a heat map, it will help doctors so much. It will help for
So
surgeon or the radiation
basically,
therapy. Because when
basically
you make a heat map, it will to be easy to integration with a device like cyber knife for aerial stage of the therapy. So I guess it will be more good and easier for you because you already, I guess, when I read it about yours in internet, you are already working with this with the government, so you will open to that. It will be more easier to do that more than me in here in UAE. So it will be so good if you do it in your model. If you
basically
want, I'll just say in my mind. Yeah.
basically in this such example, I am not using over model. I am utilizing the model of agno, because I am not using over model. But such model, when we complete our product, which are building as a narrow agentic assistant for NCAI, which I use over model inference, and your all the things are clear in such way. In such case, I just give you example of an agent. We are just giving the image in the front of site, and over agentic model, um, which are free of cost. I am also Agno. This is basically a company which is using such model. Such model is built by Agno. Not I am building such. I am just utilizing my model to giving the call to Agno. But when we build over local model, we generate the report with the help of explanation AI.
Yeah, I
Oh,
understand. I see a great job here. I think it's just the idea if you can get the historical data from the hospital, like from just a lot of patient, like when he just discovers a tumor or just discover the problem until the end, it
Yeah,
will
yeah.
help you more. Yeah,
I have already
it will help for
the
prediction.
historical
Yes.
data. I am getting the data from Agni. You
Mhm.
visit the site that Agni. I am using the data real-time data set, which is providing by Agni, because I am working on Alzheimer and Parkinson's. Now
Um,
I am
because
utilizing
that's
the
problem I have faced already. I can't get the historical data. I get the open source data. So I can get the historical. My idea first it will to predict if will
because
patient have
the
yeah.
problem is that the authenticity of the data. If you get the historical data just like that from the Saudi hospital, yeah, something like the UAE hospital, how you authenticate such data? Because the authenticity depends on the lab. If the lab is not providing the code, because the acne is a source which is pure source. Acne is not open source data provided. He also has some paid data is also which is used for commercializing phases. But at the initial phases, we are using the acne and OCC and other is platform which is provided the Alzheimer data, because over uh, priority is first of all on Alzheimer point of view. If you visit the acne site, acne providing you data from 2006 to up to such year. It's just like 20 years data, and it's more reliable. All
Yes.
the things are clear in the CVC format, because when we make a MRI, we also make a CVC file from the patients, which all the information are embedded through your images, which is called labeling of your data. And these labeling is more important than we also that there are most of images and most of data available in the Kaggle. Kaggle, you also see that the Kaggle is a platform we already provided different data, but these
I
data are
have just
more.
Kaggle on my project, but I need to from hospital, so I have a go with ask for hospital. I get it online from Amsterdam. So finally, when I get my data, I get approved. But I need to give you all the information. But I'm sign about copyright, so I need to wait
You
from
are
next
you
month.
are
Yeah, when
you
when
are
my when my research paper published. When it's published, I will give you the all information you and your team. I guess when the process I throw it will be help, but I need to because it's not mine too. It's my doctor and the deans of the college, so I need to get published. And inshallah, I will give you all the information with data if you need with the explained AI. But I just need to wait.
okay, okay.
okay. Okay,
Thank
it's
you.
fine.
Azam,
Uh,
you can go ahead. I have forgotten my question now, so let me remember it. I'll let you move forward.
Sorry, I'm talking a lot. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. That's all right.
yeah.
Azam, you can move forward.
Now our demonstration is complete, and I am designing some assignment work and regarding to some demos. Such code and all the video recording is uploaded today in the website. And inshallah, 1 or 2 days, I'm also uploading the assignments regarding different point of views, some of the boiler points. And if somebody interested to do that, then I decided who is working well, and inshallah share some other things to students.
Azam, that's very good. Thank you. I think Mariam and both Sarah, they're going to be in touch with you. I've got Asma, Zian, and Ahmed over here as well. So Ahmed Alisa is he's the. I'm going to just talk for like 5 minutes and let you guys know about this conference that's going to be coming up. So Ahmed is the brainchild behind it, and he is the chief organizer. He's putting everything together, and he's going to be sharing more information in the group about it. Essentially, it's going to be a conference which is not only going to focus on medical imaging and AI and neuroscience, but it's also going to focus on other applications of AI in the field of medical sciences. So we're going to get some people together. People are going to be coming in from local hospitals and universities in Saudi Arabia. They're going to be presenting their products. We're also going to get speakers. Speakers are going to be top Saudi doctors and professors. So he's putting everything together. I've just had our graphics person design a poster for him, so I think we've shared it in the group. Inshallah, on the next call, Helio is going to be taking the next call, the training session next week, because I think that might be on Thursday. I'm going to double check the date with him, because he is going to give us a tour of the James Elder AI Lab in New York University and how things work over there, their projects. If anyone is interested in any of those projects, they can partner up with York through us as well. They can collaborate and most welcome. After that, we're going to have a couple of weeks holidays because we have got a few people traveling. I might be out of the country as well. And then we will resume back in August. So some exciting developments in August. This conference is going to happen. Also, I will probably be going to Riyadh, and I have a few meetings scheduled in Riyadh as well as Makkah. So I'm going to be meeting with people from KFSHRC, and then I am meeting from people from King Abdullah Medical City. We'll be going to King Saud University as well. So a few exciting developments over there. I'm going to be seeing people at the RDIA and the MCIT. And again, I know some of you have reached out to me directly, privately, but I'd just like to let everyone know that anyone who's interested in participating in these events or these meetings and getting their networking skills going, they're most welcome to accompany me. And yeah, that's about it. This week was very good. We've had more interaction with the Assistant Vice Minister for Human Capital Development at the MCIT, Ms. Sara Rashid. So she messaged me. She saw our Asma's video, and she's going to help us further. We're going to collaborate with them even more. And yeah, that's about it. Azam's been doing very well with the models. He's refining them. Also, I would like to let you know, I know Azam has stated it, but I'm just reiterating the fact that this training that's going on is like, for example, today we weren't using our models, just to clarify what Mariam had asked. So our models are a bit more complex, a bit more advanced, and they have a lot more features than these basic ones that Azam showed today. So don't get confused between the two. We will also demo our product to you probably when you come back from the holidays, early August, and then you will see the difference. That's the point of these sessions. We've kept them basic because in our initial sessions, if you go back to the videos that we've recorded, our initial 3-4 sessions were very complex, and then people started complaining that this is a bit too technical for us. And now we've just started from the basics. Like, for example, Mariam, we were asking about the data. We get the data from ADNI and OISIS. There are two companies based out in the US who specialize in giving out data for Alzheimer's and dementia and Parkinson's model development in AI. So this data is classified in the sense it's not private. They share it, but it's not open source. They don't share it with everyone. You have to go through a process to get approval to get the data that they're giving you. And also, the quality of the data is very high because it's been vetted. The diagnosis is very clear, and the top professionals involved. So that's different from getting data from a hospital, which might be raw, which might be incorrect in some cases. I'm not saying in every case, but if 2 diagnoses out of 10 are not correct, then it reduces the accuracy of our model if we use that data from hospitals. We will be getting data from King Faisal Specialist Hospital as well. They have agreed to share it with us. But again, that is a trusted, authentic source because that data has going through top neurologists over there who have gone through the data and made their diagnosis. So, and that's going to help refine our model and, for example, reduce hallucinations. It's going to help us reduce false positives and false negatives. So that's one of the questions that was addressed probably in the third session that we did. So feel free to go through all those previous sessions. I think you'll learn a lot from those as well. And August is going to be an exciting time because we're going to demonstrate not only our model for Dr. Schwag, which is the data pre-processing neuroimaging model, but also this main model as well, the development we've done over there. And the whole point, perspective of these sessions, like the session today, is giving you a basic thing, telling you how it's made, and then showcasing our model so that you can tell the difference between the two, especially from a neuroimaging perspective. So yeah, that's about it. Azam, thank you very much for today. In the next session, Ahmed Alaisa, this is for you. In the next session, because it'll be our last session before the 2-week holiday, I would like you to get a write-up together. If you can please share it in the WhatsApp chat before the call, and just give everyone a brief introduction about this conference that you have planned, and how we will be moving forward, and what sort of a role everyone can play. So, for example, Mariam has done a project. She's got her paper submitted. Maybe we can give her one segment. She can talk about it, and then there are other people over here, not only in our group but outside the group, who are going to be interested as well. So it will be open for everyone to attend. Everyone can present over there. We're going to give more and more chances to people. We've got obviously Zainab Ghazi from Brain. She has a lot of international researchers with her as well. So please do reach out to her for getting some speakers and some collaborators together. And yeah, so good times ahead. And thank you for your time, everyone. I know it's a holiday. It's Friday in Saudi Arabia. So thank you all for coming out. And inshallah, we will see you next week. Do come and join. I think it's going to be, I went to York University as well, so it's a bit of a sweet memory, sort of a walk down memory lane for me too. So inshallah, we will have a good session next week, and see you soon, inshallah.
Okay, Allah Hafiz.
Bye bye. Thank you.